got it, then it's all me. Ask him what I can do when he say all things, they say they own me. They don't know I'm dependent on the whole team. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, that's the whole team. And if you know me, I'm representing all three. We moving mountains in the islands, promote nothing publicly. We ain't never lived in private. Breaking through these chains like Paul and Silas, destroying these shackles and vices. We wildin', 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 boy, we be wildin'. Promoting signs, wonders in these miracles. Glory can't compare to these lilies in these marigolds. Been shutting circles down like you stuck in a merry-go. Got before you, who can be against? I would like to know, like to know. One acceptance for people so you won't be yourself. Taking off the mask, the only way to free yourself. There's only one you, so why you wanna cheat yourself? You can't do all things if you won't be yourself. I got too much faith, ain't no room for doubt. Never let it stay when it comes around. If he say I got it, then it's all me. Ask him what can I do, he said all things.
Hello everybody, welcome to another, well, this isn't a tiny painting we're doing today, but welcome to another Tuesday of making artwork and stuff. It's gonna be a grand old time. It is my birthday. Yes, it is my birthday. I'm the big 3-0 right now. I am 30 years of age right now, so it's it doesn't feel any different than 29, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, but you know, I'm grateful to see another day, to see another year. So today I am going to be making a bigger canvas. I wanted to just, you know, make something a little bit bigger. I was going through some old stuff last night and going through some old sketches, and I was like, you know what, I used to make a lot of stuff just for the heck of it, just for fun, and so I was just like, you know what, let me just go back to just kind of doodling and making stuff. And this is bigger than a doodle will be, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and that's enough rambling for now. I didn't tighten this enough. Let me not use that one. That one's... Oh, this one's really stiff. Oh, that big one's stiff. Okay. I guess we're using this one today. I have a very, very rough sketch of my idea. There's like a window, there's gonna be like sunshine pouring in, and then there's like a library type thing going on the wall, but I'm just gonna do a wash of orange real quick. Not a whole lot sketched out, but we're just gonna go with the vibes, you know, we're just gonna make things as we go along. Basically, I saw like a fantasy something. I don't know, it could have been something from one of the D&D books or something, I don't know. But there was like a big window and then there was like a library, and I was like, oh, it'd be nice to make something like that one day. And so I was like, why not today? Yeah, this is a very, very rough sketch that we got going on. We're just doing a wash right now. Try not to flick paint anywhere, because I don't want to get paint on my other paintings in the background that I got. If you see any paintings in the background that you're interested in, you can go to tinastextportraits.com and you can get those. And over here, in the window, let me get a light blue. Oh, no, that one's not open yet. Don't want to open a fresh bottle. Looking for my old bottle. You know what? Let's go with this aqua green. Let's have that to be our base for now. It's gonna be like the very tippy top of our sky. So we got this aqua green. We're gonna mix it in with probably some brilliant blue, but for right now, aqua green. Try and rotate it a little bit because I feel like it's very. That's a little better. Some brilliant blue, if I can. I just had it. I just had it in my hands. Okay, there we go. No, this is ultramarine. That is the wrong shade. That is not what we're looking for. There we go. Brilliant blue. I made the legs too wide for the easel. This is too blue. This is not anywhere close to where I wanted it to be, but you know, we're just gonna keep on. Keep on. And you know what the good thing about working in acrylic is that you can just paint over it. Don't like the way something looks, you can just paint over it. You can paint over it real quick. It's acrylic. It's gonna dry in like 30 seconds. this blue dries and I can figure out something else with it. I want this to feel like a castle, but also it to feel like a library in a castle. So there's gonna be like a mix of like warm and cool colors. I'm gonna bring this down so this will stop moving. Where's the latch? There we go. Found it. Okay. Now it'll stop moving around. Estimate, because I do want there to kind of be like this to be like a reading nook or whatever. Like there's maybe like a chair over here. I'm just badly sketching something out real quick. And then the books over here, but then the walls over here should be more cool tones, you know? So over here. Bookshelf, chair, wall, castle walls. I do want there to be like warmth and light like coming in, but the castle walls, they themselves are, you know, I'm thinking like a stone castle. So I'm gonna mix together kind of like a cool gray. And then there's gonna be like all these points of light that are gonna like be coming through, and then there's gonna be like some warm tints. You know what I'm saying? Painting over where the bookshelf's supposed to be. That's fine for now, I guess. Okay. Sky is dry. The window. Get some fine detailing. Can begin now that I kind of know what I want to do. Hey Zombo! Thank you. Hi, Beepa.
Hey, I'm about to punch somebody real quick.
Okay.
Hey, tea time.
Hey.
Did you miss me? You must have prayed for me to be able to come home. He was like, God, don't let her be out there in the street.
I did not say that.
Working at that office. Free her. That's how I felt. I'm like, they got me drinking water, cold water. Ridiculous. What you made me today?
It's gonna be like a castle, and then there's like a little reading nook.
Okay. You are on multiple.
Yeah, I'm streaming to 4 different websites right now, and I have 2 different thingamabobs going. I got my phone for TikTok, and then everything else is right there.
Well, you know how this goes.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. She's gonna stick her hand. It's my sister, everybody.
Normal behavior.
Completely normal behavior.
Hey, tell me when you get your hair done.
Yeah, I thought I told you that,
You didn't tell me nowhere.
You didn't tell me nowhere?
Nope, I didn't know you was gonna be gone.
Okay.
So I came home confused.
Maybe I had a hair appointment. Okay. Now that we've got this going on, I'm gonna start putting in some details right over here where I'm gonna put like a mountainscape and things like that you can see like through the window.
Oh, you said smile.
Girl, you know I love painting mountains.
Yeah.
Are you on lunch, Sabrina?
Well, yeah, I tried to call the doctors like I was supposed to,
Oh, I forgot to call my doctor.
and they didn't send the referral over to the specialist.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have to wait for them to send my records and everything over to that doctor, and then they'll call me to set an appointment. So right now, we just about to be anemic for forever. Okay?
Yep. So you can't even get the infusion or nothing?
No, because they want me to go to the what's name first.
Oh, okay.
So we just out here just living life.
Just living life anemic.
That's how I knew it was hot dog. I'm like, oh. They know how much it takes for me to be hot.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. So close your eyes and make it wish. Y'all sing that at work. And I didn't realize I was singing it, but you weren't there anyway to hear it. So.
But now I know that you were singing it at work, so.
Yeah. I turned to her, I'm like, why didn't you tell me I was singing? She's like, you was singing?
Y'all do got those soundproof headphones now.
Don't recommend. That's how people break into your house. So what made you want to paint that today?
I saw like an AI generated image, and I was like, I could do better.
She said, "Hey, I ain't got nothing on me. Forget Skynet."
I was just like, well, it looked cool, but I was like, this is, when you look at something, you just know it's like off, and just like computer generated. And I was like, you know, I could
Yeah.
make this myself and
Be happy.
yeah.
I feel you. You know you didn't get a cake, right?
I meant to do that earlier, but then I was going through all the places that gave me birthday rewards, and I was like, I can get a free coffee, I can get free McDonald's, I can get a free mini bunt cake. And so I was just driving around to all the places that I had birthday rewards, and I was like, oh, I forgot to get my birthday cake.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's one on Adams. Like downtown. No, that's not downtown. You know what I'm talking about. Where I used to work.
Yeah, I was over there earlier today.
Oh, yeah, because you got the bun cake.
Yeah.
I can't believe you 30.
I'm 30, everybody! My 20s is a long, distant dream.
No, it's just crispy in the air.
I'm crispy, everybody. I'm crispy. You know, ain't nothing wrong with being a little crispy. You know,
Yeah.
everybody likes some crispy chicken.
Do they? I don't know if they do that. Well, no, she do. Because she went and got that Popeye chicken when everybody's like, Popeye chicken?
I'm gonna switch the music. Just so I can work without thinking about the lyrics that I'm hearing. Okay. Gonna need some green. Oh, come on. Don't play these games with me. Oh, the kid. That's metallic blue. That is not green. Come on. Got a bunch of bottles of green and none of them have enough green in them.
Well, you make a lot of green now.
There we go. I got green. Now I can... start adding some like foresty stuff.
Speaking of Forrest.
Forrest Frank?
No. So,
Forrest Gump?
I had started to watch the 28 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
What?
Soon as the opening,
Mm-hmm.
right? They in this like farm looking house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff is all wood is all blocking windows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A girl's upset because she can't find because her boyfriend or whatever ain't came back. Whoop de whoop whoop whoop. Banging on the door. Boom 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 boom. Right. There's a kid out there. They're like, oh, one of the women like, let the kid in.
That kid infected.
Let the kid in. So, you know, their heart like, oh, so they let the kid in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the kid comes in, he's not infected, right?
Mm.
But he's scarfing, they give him some food, he's scarfing it down. Scarf, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me why.
Tell me why.
They're like, where'd you come from? And all he said where he was from. And he said, my parents are after me, they're trying to kill me. And then he says, and there's a lot, and then he goes to say that there's a whole bunch of them little zombie things was chasing after him too. So why?
So they don't let the kid in, and the zombies are
After the boy.
Mhm.
Mind you, it's a little cat, they ain't yours. You know, they ain't, you know.
uh-huh.
No, they build. So,
You know how they build.
so a girl, I think it was the one that was crying about her little boyfriend. Can't find him, whatever. So
Mhm.
what the boy is saying, like, people are like a bunch of them are after me. She takes the cloth out of the little slit that was in between the wood planks, and she looking outside, and then girl, a zombie grabs her, breaks through, gets her. Everybody starts hurting. Things just come up in there. They trying to escape.
So you're telling me the second one had a lot more action than the first?
Girl, the first one, skip, delete, didn't happen.
Skip, delete, didn't happen. Okay.
So you know how I feel. Yeah, I ain't gonna say what I normally say, but you know what I'm thinking about. You know,
Do I?
my kids.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then, so you know, they trying to get out or whatever, and apparently the guy from not from One Tree Hill, Lord Jesus, once upon a time, the Hobbit looking thing, he was bad. He was like he wasn't a Hobbit, because they didn't have Hobbits. What was he? With the
The
nose?
Hobbits have existed since the 40s, Bina.
No, I mean like, in you know the TV show Once Upon a Time,
Uh-huh.
the guy that had the nose, and he was doing tricks and stuff like that, I don't know his name.
Rumpelstiltskin?
That boy, he's in there. He was in the cabin. His wife was with him too, but it was like other people, whatever. And so at one point, him and his wife gets in this room, and he was like, "Come on, come on," and his wife was like, "No, the boy." And so she goes to the cabin where the boy is hiding to try to get him. Zombies breaks in. He sees the zombies. He sees his wife with the boy, and he closed the door, jumps off the side of the house, and he just looks up at his wife, and she's just looking like, "What the heck she did?" Girl, I was just like, because at first I didn't realize who he was, because you know he was looking younger. But I'm like, I think that's the guy, but you know sometimes you think somebody that and they not that. But that was that. Girl, it was too much on me.
Too much on you.
Because he the only one that survived. I'm like, he would be.
Because he's Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, trifling. And he left his wife. But tell me why it jumps the 28 weeks, right? Or whatever. It jumps whatever. So now, you know, they build up the city. The U.S. done came because U.S. always come in, help people out. And so, tell me what they show, like, and they rebuilt the city. They say this part of the city safe, no zombies, whoop-de-whoop. And you see kids coming in. And so a lady was like, "Why are y'all letting kids in or whatever?" Come to find out, it's his kids. But when I saw the little boy, I said, "Oh no, kids always get everybody killed."
That's true.
When his parents are like, "What happened?" I had to stop. No, but I'm gonna go back and watch it. But I ended for me. His kids asking, "What happened to mom?" How you gonna say I left your mama? Cause now I'm thinking, is he gonna let his kids die? I need spoilers, and you don't remember the movie.
I definitely don't remember this 28 weeks later.
I'm like, so who's gonna die?
I have no idea. I can't tell you.
And they show the little boy's face a little bit too much. I'm like, you about to get everybody killed. I already know. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. That's life.
I guess that's life, guys.
It's crazy that he left his wife though. I mean, I kind of understand.
I mean, if it's, you know, we all die, or at least one of us can survive. I mean, because if he has his own kids, and he's gonna have to, you know, look out and raise them. You know.
Yeah. So I just wanna. That's why, you know, I forgot who said it on Love and Hip Hop. But they said you can't even trust ninjas you sleep with.
You
And
can't trust the people you sleep with, no. I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit because it's a little too high up, and I want it to, yeah, that's better. I want it to angle a little bit better for you guys.
But yep, that's my story. Have fun. Gotta go back on the clock.
All right, bye, Bina.
Bye.
I should have watched that movie.
I am a working lady. We can't be watching stuff on the clock.
I'm saying I should have watched it.
You should have watched it.
Yeah.
Way better. You got the guy that had the arrow in it.
Guy that had the arrows in it. So descriptive.
Jeremy Renner.
Okay.
It's Jeremy Renner, Idris Elba,
What's up?
I feel like Idris Elba wasn't in this many movies before. I feel like he time traveled and then just starred in movies.
Idris?
Yeah.
Idris has been doing stuff since, I mean,
Nah, he time traveled and then played in all these other roles. I'm telling you, man. Nah, he time traveled. I'm sticking to my story, Katrina.
Gino said he gonna get a cooler, he don't care what you say.
I want to do. I know the mountain is a very small detail in the background, but I do want to do some more detailing with it.
If she hits you as hard as she could.
Because I just kind of did like a quick thing with it. I want every aspect of this painting to be beautiful, and I definitely will not finish this today because I have other birthday things to do. But I want this to look nice and pretty for, you know, a 2-hour stream. So I'm gonna be jumping around doing small details, doing large details, and stuff like that. I might change it from like stone to something else with the window. I'm not entirely sure. Only thing for sure I know is that it's like a reading nook. that's the only thing I'm 100% settled on, to be honest with you guys. I keep wanting to look at this other camera instead of the camera that's right in front of me. going to continue working on the smaller details in the piece. Because if you guys have been watching me for a while, then you know I like, I usually do the 2-inch paintings. And so I like squeezing in a lot of detail in a small space. Hi, Katrina.
I just wanted to see your face.
If you were on stream, you could see my face.
I meant to do that. I wanted to say that. Gino shared a picture of you as a baby. I was like, oh, little Tweety bird chin. I was like, let me go see her little chin. And I was like, oh, is her chin still like that chin? Kinda. It's kinda still there.
Kinda still there.
Yeah.
I have an adult face now. It's not just a baby.
No, I wouldn't say you have a adult face. Maybe to other people.
Maybe to other people. Maybe to other people you look like you're 30. One of my favorite YouTube comments was kind of like a backhanded compliment, and someone said, I can't tell if you're 10 or 40. Or maybe it was like 6 or 40. I was like, thank you. And it wasn't from like a follower, it was just like some random YouTuber. It's like, yep, I know I got a baby face. I'm an adult with a baby face. It is what it is. I'm perfectly fine. I'm not looking my age. The only problem is I don't know what other people are supposed to look like that are my age. Oh shoot, I got some gray in the mix. Did not mean to do that. I want to tell a story with it. Gonna need rocks. You know what that means? Gonna grab my handy dandy rock. some yellows. Just throwing in some different stuff. The other side. Gonna grab a different brush. Add in some more trees. I'm gonna get green and blue on my brush. Got brilliant blue and sap green. To make a more prominent line of trees. Set down my handy dandy rock. I might change these trees around. I don't know. Not sure just yet. Definitely need to have more details in the rocks though. Zoom a little bit for you guys on TikTok so you can better see what I'm working on. I know it's kind of at a weird angle, but get some more gray in here. Ooh, where? Okay, that was too light. And a darker gray. Normally I would take as much time as needed with these smaller fine details, but I am trying to be mindful of the time. So I try not to stream longer than 2 hours, and I want to go past 4 o'clock. It's not even, it's almost about 3, yeah. Try to get most foundational work in there, you know. I'm not quite settled on how I want these rocks to look just yet. Like texture-wise, I know, but as far as like colors and hues, I'm kind of in between things, you know. Sorry for all the shaking, for those of you on TikTok. Get some smaller brushes. The rest of what I want in the window, I'm not exactly sure. I like the idea of this, right? I like this. I don't know what else I want, because I feel like if it's just like river right here, it'll just kind of be boring and it just kind of stops, you know? So I want something in the foreground, maybe, I don't know, maybe some ships? Some ships passing by, sailing by, maybe. I don't know, but now that this is dry, I do want to work on some more details in the library. Just gonna look at a reference real quick. I kind of want this to be like a, you know, like a built-in shelf. I'm thinking instead of just like straight brown, maybe like a dark cherry wood or something that has a little bit of a red tint. Oops, keep me lock on this thing. So I'm getting some burnt umber. Yeah, that's a richer color. I mixed some burnt umber, some black, and another shade of brown that I'm forgetting the name of, but I mixed those together to get this darker, richer. Yes. Okay. Move this. I'm trying to get like a straight line. Pretty straight. Gonna have to remember to wipe that off later. Okay. Now that I realize that I want this darker cherry wood, I think I'm kind of. I don't know. I'm still deciding on like this part because I do want it to feel like a castle, but I don't know. I maybe around the window. I'm not exactly sure, but still, I want this to be like a reading nook, 100%. But I think I might just make like the whole room just like the dark cherry wood. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. But need to do some more shells. Eggshells, rather. If only I had a third arm, you know? That would be terrifying. I was born with extra fingers, though, so it's not too far of a stretch. Born with 12, the 11th and 12th digit were removed. One sister was born with 11. And then 2 siblings that were born with 10. You know, the regular standard addition amount of fingers that one's supposed to have. Well, it's time to paint lots and lots of books. Everyone's favorite part of painting. Making a rectangle. I suppose I did this to myself. You know, when you have an idea that's just kind of stuck in your head, you gotta deal with it one way or another. There's no way to bring it to life. I don't really have a rhyme or reason as to why I started with blue books. But, you know. Oop. Sorry. I apologize to my easel. My bad. I don't know why I'm apologizing to inanimate objects. take forever. This is gonna take forever. Again, it's not about finishing the painting today, it's about just starting an idea and, you know, getting it on the canvas. This is just gonna be a volume set right here, same size, same color. It is what it is. It's my painting. Oh, I looked up and the sky got very dark. I think it's raining again. Which is fine, I guess. It was... Some people said it was unbearably hot, I think. Well, 90 might be my limit for, like, okay, this is hot. 85, I think it's quite alright. Maybe I'll throw in some grain books too. Oh, that thunder is cracking. Okay, I'm kind of tired of painting books. I'm gonna move on to something else right now. How about I go, like, this stops about right here. I can't. Okay, scratch that idea. I had an idea, and then I didn't like the idea. Window, bookshelf. Let's make like a fancy chair. because I don't want to have to like paint around the chair, you know? You know? Now that I'm looking at like actual references of libraries inside of castles, it's like I don't like the stone that I have around the window pane. So we're gonna adjust that right now. We're still gonna have it be this shade, but we're gonna give it some sort of cool design. What design? I don't know. I'll figure it out as I slap paint on the canvas. Just a smidge for those of you on TikTok. Can't tell. Legitimately can't tell. But gosh, I feel like with the amount of time that has passed, nothing has happened with this painting. I mean, it's only been an hour and 8 minutes. Probably more like an hour of me like actually painting, but I don't want it to be too similar. I don't want it to all look like this, the same shade. quite know what I want down here, so I'm just gonna paint it white. And just kind of mix it with whatever's right there. While I'm still trying to figure out what's going on in here, I'm gonna go back to doing stuff up in here. So you can see through the window. I'm gonna try my very best not to get paint on my arm. It is really coming down, oh my gosh. It was so bright and sunny before, and now it's just like...
Death.
It's death. Yeah, thanks, Katrina. Yeah, I might have to do some more layering and trying to figure out. I might add some clouds to the sky too. to say thank you to those that are watching live or those that will be watching this back on the replay for YouTube. I appreciate you guys taking time on your busy lives to watch me make stuff. Especially stuff that's not within my normal parameters. Should be using a ruler, huh? Go to use your ruler and then realize that you drawing straight lines just brings out the fact that the thing that you were drawing was not made correctly. That ever happened to anybody else or just me? Funny how that works. Make this a better and more detailed window arch later. Maybe. Yeah. It's 3:35. Okay. Let's pick a floor, shall we? We could do carpet. like the idea. Oh, I keep knocking. I feel like if I spend another 12 hours on this, it could be really, really beautiful. A little bit more so you guys can see. I'm just gonna let this dry and I'm gonna work on some other stuff. Maybe the walls. Maybe I'll finally pick the color for the walls. If there's like dark cherry wood, you know, for the library, right? What color should the walls be? I'm looking. Looking at references. They're pretty much just, and the references I'm looking at, like the whole rooms just end up being wooden. Yeah, maybe. I've changed these walls so many times today. so that the other stuff just... I'll probably eventually do some wood textured. Like I said, if I did another 12, 14 hours on this thing, it'd be gorgeous. But I don't have 12, 14 hours today. You know, it's my birthday. I got other things to do. But I do like this. I do like this color. This color of trial and error. I'm gonna need more red. I'm gonna need more of all the browns. The red, the brown, the other brown. Gonna need to mix more of that together. Not the dressing, the Mac.
You said what?
The Mac was out all night. So, I'm sorry if you guys can hear my sister in the background. I'm just gonna try to. Oh, did not mean to touch that. And pretty soon I'll be actually in my own studio space, so that's gonna be exciting.
Your foundational black.
Okay, so I changed the wall. I still need to do a lot. A lot. The carpet's mostly dry now, though. I'm going to wash some brushes real quick.
Yeah, I can get you over. I just gotta find out where the street for it. You said Dawn Madden?
So I think it's at least the carpet. It's not terrible. It is like too round like that. Well, not, this isn't a carpet. It's more like a rug. But I don't know how I feel about the piece overall. 'Cause I know there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I just know there have been other things that I've gotten a lot further in 2 hours. But you know. I'm trying to have more grace for myself. And I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do with this. It's not like I just have like a reference that I'm copying or anything. I have a brain idea that I'm trying to find live references for and stuff like that, so that's a little different than you know, painting a sunset or painting a jellyfish or something, you know, real or concrete that I'm copying. This is just a vibe I'm trying to capture, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about things. I go to say something about it and I'm like, never mind. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know. I'll.
Like, how do you turn it on? Like, this can't be real. And it's supposed to be professionals.
Okay, that's the wrong shade of blue for sure, for sure. I don't know. I feel like if I could be all up on it and, like I said, like another 12, 14, 20 hours, I could really make this spectacular. But as of right now, it just is what it is. Which isn't terrible. Not terrible at all, but there's just a lot of things that need to be done. Sorry, my sister's so loud in the background, guys. But you know, it doesn't look terrible. I'm trying to make myself feel better about it. I don't know if I just could be this close. So many things are wet though. Hello, Anna Mallow lover. No, Anna animal. Hello, hello, Anna. Thank you. Thanks for saying happy birthday. I appreciate that. Sorry I butchered your name at first. I don't know. It's so tiny on my laptop screen that I always end up like squinting and like having to get real close to try and see what it says, but I probably should move it to like another monitor or something, but thanks for the happy birthday wishes. I swear I don't need glasses. It just seems like I do most of it sometimes when I have to read people's names on screen. Any other time I can see it's fine. Maybe it's a self-conscious thing. I don't know. Gonna add more books to our bookshelf, and then I'm gonna. People don't usually have yellow books. What am I doing? Probably should just like stick to blues and greens and stuff like that. Now this book looks like if you touch it, it'll give you a quest. Yes, I need you to find 1,000 crimson nernroot. And it's gonna make that sound the entire time you have it in your inventory. that does bring us to our 2-hour mark. I do want to say thank you to everybody that was watching, whether you're watching on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. There's a lot of places today, but I appreciate you guys. Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry, the Mad Heifer. If you're still watching, I completely missed you saying happy birthday. I apologize about that. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody that was watching. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy lives to watch me make stuff. Yeah, it means a lot. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. And 30 is just gonna be another great year for making art and breaking out into more things. And yeah, I appreciate your guys' viewership. If you guys want to check out my website, it is tinastextportraits.com. Let's see if I can bring that up real quick so you guys can where's that screen capture? Okay. Give me 1 second so you guys can. I'm trying to. Gosh, these layers. Okay, let me. There we go. Okay, so this is my website. It's tinastextportraits.com. I do have a sale going on with my prints. If you guys are interested in prints, they are 30% off. If you use the code birthday30 at checkout, you guys can get prints 30% off. I've got different historical figures, some presidents, pop sensations, I guess you could say, Marvel characters, DC characters, Harry Potter, Doctor Who, Twilight, Supernatural, Vampire Diaries, a couple different Supermen. Well, that's included in the DC stuff, I guess. And then I've got a bunch of other prints there, and I do have watercolor prints of some paintings that I've made as well. Let me go to those. So these watercolor prints, I have more watercolor stuff that I could add to the print section, but it's just these 9 for right now. And then there is one more print that is, my logo won't be there, but it does say Marvel. Let's see if we can go to the other image. This is what it looks like. It's all like classic Marvel stuff that you guys can it's got the original Fantastic Four, it's got Blade, it's got some of the X-Men characters, it's got Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and they're villains. And so yeah, if you guys, and then Daredevil, Fisk, and then I did put Black Panther in there as well, because I didn't have any sort of thing with Black Panther on it, and I wanted to include him in something, so rest in peace, Chadwick. But if you guys want to check out my artwork, you can go to tinastextportraits.com, and that's where you guys can get prints of all those things that I just showed you. But thanks you guys for chilling with me on my birthday. I appreciate you. And I will catch you guys on Thursday, same time frame, 2 to 4, like always. Next Tuesday, I might not stream. I've got some things in the works, so next Tuesday I might not stream. Oh, you said the collage is your favorite? Thanks. I'm really proud of that one, because that one, it took weeks to make, because each painting is, let's see if I can, okay, oh. So each painting from the Marvel ones, it's on a canvas that's, oh, I didn't realize I still had the screen capture up. My bad. Each painting is on a 2" by 2" canvas. And so if I can, let me bring that back up. So I made 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So I made 24 individual tiny paintings and then made a print of all of them together. So that one took weeks to make. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on my birthday. But I will be live on Thursday, same time frame, if you guys want to check me out. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I've got more birthday stuff to take care of. So yeah, you guys just have a great one.